Today, Steve, we are building a budget Gitrog commander in less than 15 minutes. So, I've got the basics here. We've got the commander and we've got forest and swamp. So, for people that don't know, Trample Haste Gitrog says whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you can sack a creature at the start of this turn. If you do, draw X cards, then put up to X lands from your hand onto the field tapped, where X is the sacked creature's power. It's a busted commander, as we've rightly learned, and I think we have to start with the ramp, don't we?
Yeah, we want to be getting Gitrog out as fast as possible. So I think all of the standard mono green stuff should go in here.
Or
like,
cultivate, Kadama's Reach. You want to throw a Lanny in there?
Llanowar Elves, Fyndhorn Elves, Elvish Mystic. Is Elves of Deep Shadow still budget, or is it like over £1 or something now? We'll throw it in, we can sort it out later. Quick, faster, faster!
Stop! So we want Farseek, we want all of the normally bits. What else is there, Steve?
Elvish Mystic, Elves of Deep Shadow.
Elvish Mystic, Elves of Deep Shadow. Yeah, that's
Harrow.
Cool. Harrow, yeah.
Glimpse the Core from Lost Caverns of Ixalan is a fairly new one.
Yeah.
Rampant Growth, have you got Rampant Growth?
Oh, I don't have a Rampant Growth, how did I forget? So at the minute we have 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 10 bits of ramp. We probably want more for a deck like Gitrog, don't we?
A little bit more classics: Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Golgari Signet, Talisman of Resilience. I think that'll probably do it.
Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Golgari Signet. One thing we do need to focus on is a fair bit of protection for Gitrog. We need ramp to get him out, but then we want to keep him on the field.
Yeah, and I think there's a specific type of card that we should be looking at, which is things like Undying Malice. When this creature dies, returns to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Things like...
because you can use that on the things you're sacking to Gitrog as well.
Is Feign Death one? Yes, yeah.
Feign Death, I'm sure, is one.
Kaya's Ghost Form?
I'm not sure about Kaya's Ghost Form, not sure that...
it's in chat, yeah.
Instant speed.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Dead After All.
Not Dead After All, that's a great shout. Not Dead After All.
Is that the one that makes the roll, doesn't it? What's the one that makes you treasure? Fake Your Own Death.
Fake Your Own Death. Yeah, as we said at the start, we're trying to keep this budget, hopefully, super powerful and broken as well.
Malakir Rebirth, Malakir Mara is a good one, but again, I don't think it's budget, so... What's the
388? I think
way out of range.
It is really good though, and obviously it can be another land if we needed it early on. We could put it in and then obviously take it out later if we're looking really heavy on the budget. Steve, so do you think we need any more protection? Maybe a few more bits? You got anything else in mind?
Possibly things that give Gitrog Hexproof, Indestructible, Snakeskin Veil, Guy's Gift.
Tamio's Safekeeping?
Yeah.
Tamio's Safekeeping.
Again, that's another one I'm not sure is particularly budget.
No, it is. It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, I think that's a good amount of protection. We can always come back.
Maybe one more. We've got Tyvar's Stand. With Gitrog having Trample, we can use it to pump him as like a last resort to kill people with commander damage, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we said, this is a commander that is going to, once it's out, be such a target. So we do want a good amount of protection to make sure it stays on the field.
Imagine if it had haste.
Imagine if it had War 2.
Unbelievable.
So shall we look now at a load of big creatures? What big creatures have we got in mind? I mean, straight off the bat, you can't not think of Yargle, can you?
Yeah, Yargle and his mate Multani, Yargle and Multani.
Yargle.
So there's two right there.
Imagine, that's just crazy, isn't it? Yargle, Glutton of Airblood.
Draw 18 cards.
And
put up to 18 lands on the battlefield. That's ridiculous.
Demogoth Titan.
Demogoth Titan, yeah. Whenever it attacks or black sacrifice creature. 4 mana for an 11/10.
What are the
little brother Demogoth Woe Eater. See if you can spell it again.
Yep, there you go. I just remembered the first 4 letters. What other big things have we got? I mean, Galta. That's another thing that comes to mind.
Galta is huge, yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
How about a Phyrexian Soul Gorger? So this is one you want to drop after you've already got Gitrog out, I think.
Yeah, so, oh god, yeah, that is a really cool creature.
A couple of artifact creatures, Lupine Prototype and Relic Golem. They've got big bodies, but they can't attack or block unless you meet some certain criteria.
Nice.
So, what was the big dinosaur from Lost Caverns of Ixalan that sees play in standard?
Pugnacious
Hammer
something.
Skull.
Ah, we got it together.
Yeah, boy.
That is such a cool card. Love it.
Shakedown Heavy is another one. So it attacks. It's the one that you can attack, your opponent can remove it from combat and you draw a card, and it's 6/4 for 3 mana.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. A nice little extended art going straight in the budget deck.
I think we still need some more.
Well,
how about a Hunted Troll? It's an 8/4 for 4. Gives your opponents some 1/1s, but you don't need to worry about that.
What's that from? Hunted Troll? Because there's other hunted cards like Hunted.
Bone Brute.
Hunted.
The next one on my list.
Yeah, I'm about to say Hunted Brute. Hunted Bone Brute also creates some creatures for your opponents.
With the amount of lands that we've got, is it maybe good to have things that are as big as the amount of lands that we're putting into play?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Beanstalk Giant can ramp us, and then later can be a big boy to get rid of.
That's good. That's a good one. And originally from Throne of Eldraine, so we love to see it. I mean, we're playing a lot of land, Steve, so you could have something like Wayward Swordtooth. You're obviously then allowed to play more lands a turn, and it's, you know, a 5/5 for 3.
Yeah, that's good. How about the original? What's Multani? The one that is as big as the amount of lands you've got.
Oh, yeah, which one's that? Multani.
Yavimaya's Avatar, I think.
There we go. Yeah.
That's the one.
That's cool. That is cool. I don't know if it's as budget. I mean, we could put it in for now, but things like Ulvenwald Hydra, yeah, I'd say that's fairly budget. Another one that's power toughness equal to the number of lands you control. When it ETBs.
And how about something that keeps coming back? Phyto Titan.
Phyto Titan, cool name. Yeah, I like
it's
it.
7/2. When it dies, it just keeps coming back.
Got things like Junji, the Midnight Sky, big creature with some nice death triggers. It's not the cheapest, but we're still only at $35 at the minute, so I think we can sort of keep it in for now.
So my next suggestions were going to be a couple of things that when they die, they do things like Vindictive Lich, Kura the Boundless Sky. When it dies, you can get 3 lands, or you can make a spirit token where X is the number of lands you control. So it's going to be massive, hopefully.
I did like all those Kamigawa dragons. They were cool.
I think we need to add a bit of a landfall package, and then maybe, you know, your meat and vegetables, some removal and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got good new cards that sort of fit both bills, and a terrible name with Spelunking. Creatures ETB, and we're drawing cards, and then we can put another land on the field.
And lands enter the battlefield untapped, so all of the ones we get off Gitrog will be untapped.
Yeah.
So second main, you can have another big play. So yeah, I like that. That's good. So yeah, like I said, I think we need a bit of a landfall package. So Rampaging Balos.
Yeah.
Scoot Swarm.
Rampaging Balos. Oh, yes. I mean, we will probably go over the 100 and then make some cuts. But I mean, well, I'm looking at this now. We still don't have any sort of removal or much interaction, do we?
No. I think one more land card, a landfall card. Retreat to Hagra. When land ETBs, you can either give something +1 and Death Touch Lender turn, which is good with our Trampling Gitrog.
Yeah.
Or each opponent loses a life and you gain life, so that could be a big swing if each opponent loses 18 life and you gain 18 life.
And then, I don't know, throw in some standard sort of removal, like Assassin's Trophy.
Very scared of getting our commander oublieted or lignified or eaten by piranhas, so Feed the Swarm. Classic, can't go wrong.
What else? Like Beast Within? Is that a bit too...
Beast Within is the classic, needs to go in, I think.
Yeah, one of my favourite cards is Krosan Grip. I just think it's so good, and now it's gone down over the years, can't be interacted with.
One more creature I would put in would be a Daring Fiend Bonder.
Daring Fiend Bonder. So 8 spaces left.
We're going to have a huge amount of mana, so we want some big spells in here.
Yeah.
And
I might just put
in terms of, you say we're lacking in removal, how about an Azuri's Predation?
I have just whacked in a Putrefy as well for now. Obviously, it's one we could remove. It's a nice little bit of artifact or creature removal. The Azuri's Predation, again, is just such a good card.
Sorry, just going back to creatures, I think one that is very good for us would be Sarith, the Viper's Fang, because of the hexproof when Gitrog is untapped.
Yes.
And giving it Death Touch with the trample as well.
I think that's good.
I think that's a great include.
Yeah, I was going to say let's like blow our budget and throw in something good like Heroic Intervention, but I think that works just as well. Okay.
How about some big X spells?
Big X spells. What are you thinking?
Genesis Wave.
Okay, that's yeah, that's pretty good. So we've got 4 spots left. Any gaps that you think we still need to fill, Steve? I think we're good for creatures now.
Yeah, you don't really need to put in card draw if your commander just keeps coming back and coming back. So I think maybe some X spells would be good.
So what I'm thinking, Steve, actually, if we remove things like Putrefy, add in cards, I can't think of any others besides this one off the top of my head because I'm a bad Magic player, but cards like Ram Through, where we're going to have big, powerful creatures, they're going to do the removal via their big, bad damage.
Inscription of Abundance.
That is, yeah, that is a pretty good one. Yeah, any big X spells that you were thinking of adding?
Maybe something like a Stone Coil Serpent, which can be as big as we need it to be. You know, if we've got like 10 lands out, we can cast it as a 10/10 and then use that to get more spells out.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
How about Pest Infestation? A bit more removal.
I mean, to be fair, this deck's nicely coming together. I think we've got one more slot. I don't really think we're going to need to make cuts. I think we can just kind of commit to one more card and go from there. Well, we're at $50 at the minute.
I've got a suggestion for you. So at the start we said maybe we will dump all these big creatures into the graveyard.
Yep.
And try and bring them back. So how about a Living Death?
Oh, that is pretty damn spicy.
So hopefully at that point we'll have a load of creatures we've sacrificed or had to put in the graveyard because our hand's too big. Sacrifice Gitrog as our only creature and then bring back all of these big, meaty, stompy boys.
So yeah, now to finish off, we'll throw in all the sort of extra lands. Again, this is budget. This isn't like, you know, big and bad. So we'll throw in all of the classics like Terramorphic Expanse. Hit me with some of those. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard. We could add in things like Rogue's Passage, make a big bad creature unblockable if we, you know, felt like we needed to. Evolving Wilds.
In a 2-colour commander that's drawing this many lands and putting this many lands onto the battlefield, I'm not sure we need to worry about Terramorphic Expanse or Evolving Wilds, to be honest.
Okay, I do see a point. We'll take them out. Any other lands that you can think of?
I don't think so. I think Basics and Command Tower and Exotic Orchard will do us absolutely fine.
Not even your favourite Temple of the False God?
Oh yeah, great card, yeah.
What we'll do...
To be fair, we've put a lot of lands out, so you might get it.
Yeah.
No.
So as we can see here, we've got a very slightly more heavy green base. So what we'll do, with 3 cards over, let's remove some more swamps. But obviously, if we wanted to, we could go down to 15 swamps, maybe up it to 21, sort of keep that sort of 60-40-ish balance. I think we've smashed it, Steve.
Yeah, I think that looks hella fun.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below. What should we throw out? What should we add in? Have you got anything else to wisely wrap up the video with, Steve?
Yeah, just the one thing. Bye!